So how do you balance work and fun time? Because majority of people have this question. Okay, I'm always working, 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 working. But when is the time to
Hmm.
have fun? When is the time to speak to friends? When is the time to have that quality moment? Yeah. So how do you balance this?
Um, that's a hard question for me because I have fun in what I do. I feel a lot of people like to separate work and fun,
Fun.
and to me, it's not that I'm always working, but I find pure excitement in the stuff I'm looking up. So there'll be times I'll be watching a music interview. I mean, I'm learning, but truly, I'm just enjoying the fact that someone's talking about creating a song or the studio or something, or I'll be in the studio, or I'll be working and talking to someone, and now I have an interesting story or situation, and I'm just out and about. So to me, it never really feels like work. Yes, it feels like work when I have to do the things I don't want to do. So, but it's very minimal that I don't want to do, and that's one part of it. But as far as having time for fun, I feel you have to live life planned, but also with the freedom to mess up. Like you need to be able to be like not so hard on yourself. Some people are go go go. Once they fall off, they beat themselves up, and it's like, well, what does that get you? You know, you put yourself in a certain way, you down talk yourself, or you no, you brush it off and you get up and go again the next day or the next hour. Um, I just take whatever opportunity I can to maximize it. The thing is, I told you I learn from life. So while I'm out having fun, I'm probably learning. I'm probably figuring the thing out. I might be out enjoying something at a concert. I'm still listening. I might be out just enjoying a game. Like who knows, really? But I'm still picking up things because to me, I'm always a student. I'm always figuring things out, and it's not that hey, I'm a. Let me rephrase that. I am a geek. I was gonna say I'm not a geek, but I'm a music geek. But truly, I don't try to separate the two, right? Because I feel so many people like to put in different pockets who they are. And what happens is then you start to try to figure out how to like recombine yourself because you're like, how do I have enough time for this? How do I have time for this? When is this side going to come out? I only can be this with this person. I only can do that. And to me, that becomes confusing. I want to wake up, even when I'm working hard, I'm laughing.
You
You
having
know,
fun.
I, I'm having fun. I'm working hard, and that might be a real stressful situation, but I'm laughing and I'm making jokes. I don't feel if someone's working, but like if someone's working for me or below me, or however you want to look at it, I don't treat them as that. Hey, let me get my hands dirty too. The person above me, I don't care if I'm sitting next to a millionaire. I'm gonna laugh and joke, and I'm not gonna be scared around you because to me, you're gonna get 100% me, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, even right now, right? We're talking, we're laughing. I'm sitting there in durag and a hoodie. I've been in plenty marketing meetings, similar fashion. Of course, I'll dress up and accordingly. But point is, you get me. I'm not rude. I'm not unprofessional. I'm not disrespectful. I'm gonna laugh. We still can talk money. We can talk serious. We can talk culture. We can talk whatever. Because to me, you're gonna get me in a pure sense. I'm not gonna walk away from you and then trash talk you. I'm not gonna walk away from you and act different. If I don't want to be there, I'm not coming. That's kind of my mentality. If it's not fun to me, I'm not gonna be there. If it's a lot of work, I'll show up and still work hard, but I'm not gonna let the stress of the work take away from who I am. And it's hard sometimes. It's not always easy, but it's just I've gotten that mentality. Like the more I feel like that, the more it just feels like it becomes successful that way. I mean, that's my way of doing it. I know everyone doesn't operate that way, but that's what works for me. People spend so much time attempting to put one thing against another, or put it to where like you're trying to compare. I don't waste my time doing that anymore. It's too much. There's too much separation in this world. They're always trying to put something against the other person, and to me, it's not that serious.
Yeah, and that's very very important. Even for me, I try to, well, I say, merge both of them. Have fun in what you are doing. Right? Even because most people, they will be like, when they saw the poster, some of them were like 5 a.m. in the morning, like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be sleeping, you get. And I was like, I enjoy these things, you get. So that's why I'm awake, and that's why I can do these things. So always try to.
I said that too. I said
Yeah.
5 a.m. Okay, like I'm like
Yeah.
we could. I'm like, all right, what I'm saying, like, and I actually, it's funny because when I'm traveling and stuff. I mean, when I'm traveling in the states, I haven't had a chance to make it over there yet, but I still have to think of the different time zones. Sometimes I'm like, okay, and that's only like a 3 hour difference. But when I'm like communicating in different parts of the world, I always have to be mindful of time zones because for me, sleep is, I mean, sometimes I go to sleep like at 4 a.m. That doesn't mean everyone goes to sleep at 4 a.m. So, I have to be mindful in that communication. So when you said 5 a.m., I'm like, oh yeah, you're dedicated. Like, in a good way though. And I was like, let me make sure I got the time right and everything. So, I mean, I appreciate it. I told you
Yeah.
when we first got on, I'm like, okay, I appreciate you for being here at 5 a.m. But I'm not about to make an excuse when you're up at 5 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be like, hey,
Yeah.
it's too late. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah, so that's actually key. Just try to have fun in what you are doing, and it's bets dedication. You get it, bets passion and everything. Yeah. So speaking of marketing, because I know you do a little bit of marketing, if I'm correct.
yes.
Yeah. So like, what are the challenges you faced or you are currently facing when we look at marketing?
Um, so I have my master's in marketing. Um, the challenges I face are trying to figure out when to, I have to separate consumer versus marketing mind because not everyone understands it. And between algorithm shifting and between you trying to say, okay, well, this is common sense to me, sometimes the challenges are just the root of marketing is, well, marketing is basically, consumer psychology and analytics, right? So the biggest thing about psychology is trying to know what people are thinking, but understanding that there are so many different factors shifting with how people are thinking that, yeah, you can easily target who you want, but at what level do you go from grabbing who's already there and who's already interested and attracting new people and shifting them over when you have so much competition? Because sometimes especially being in a motivational sense, you want everyone to essentially do something, and that's a marketing no-no. You don't want everyone to do anything with your product. You want a certain thing. But as I've stated before, I don't have like a certain person I ban from giving information to. I mean, to me, one second, I dropped the
Sure.
headphone. Um, to me, I'm a people person. There's not an ethnicity. There's not, it might be language barriers. However, even when there's a language barrier, there's so many forms of embracing people, you know, like whether it's sharing food or whether it's pointing at things or whether it's just like saying, hey, like I'm not an enemy to you. Like to me, I'm fine with being that voice. I'm fine with being that presence, saying like I don't have a reason to be against you. So for when marketing my own stuff, I have to keep that in mind. Now, when it's in the hip hop sense, it's like, yeah, that obviously is people who like rap. But when I'm writing songs and I'm writing poetry, I'm not thinking like just a rap audience. I'm writing what I want to express. Sometimes there's certain melodies and stuff that needs to be there, but I have a lot of songs to where I just wrote just because it was what was on my mind or a current event, just to kind of get the fresh thoughts out. And I feel music is the one thing that's universal, you know? So why would I limit it?